So right now I'm reading Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Actually, I got this intuition to open up a certain page, and lo and behold, it got a lot of gems, and I wanted to share it with you guys. If you don't want to go through all of this fluff and all of that, just know that I gathered all this info, all these techniques, all these modalities into one ebook, 26 page, straight to the point. Check it out, the link in the description. And if you want to work with me, also all the info is in the description. So here, Dr. Joe Dispenza is talking about the idea of you deciding to stop being the old you. And it comes to be the idea of meditation, when you can become conscious of those unconscious aspects of the old, habituated self, rooted in the operating system of the subconscious. You are beginning the process of changing anything about yourself. So the idea of meditation, it literally translates to knowing thyself. So when you know yourself, you know the old you know how the old version of you is operating. You now can just decide and contemplate a new version of yourself. So here, after this portion of the book, he's talking about contemplate a new, greater expression of self. So once you have become familiar with the old self to the extent that no thought, no behavior, and no feeling will cause you to fall unconscious into previous patterns, you might agree that it would be a good idea to begin to become familiar with the new self. Accordingly, you may ask yourself, what is a greater expression of myself that I would like to be? You are literally right now jumping into a timeline, into a frequency, into an identity, into a self-concept that you desire to experience. But since you are, most of the time, because of the unconscious thoughts, you keep entertaining these thoughts, you don't get to actually choose because you are not aware that you are not aware. But once you become aware through meditation, all the thoughts are rising up, all the old emotions are rising up, and you are observing them. You are not entertaining them. Sometimes it can be hard because intrusive thoughts can be a bitch. But what I'm telling you right now is you gotta be aware of your unaware thoughts. You gotta be conscious of your unconscious thoughts. Many months ago, maybe a year ago, I made a video about Carl Jung, and I made a video about this book. And it was about the idea of until you make the unconscious conscious, it will run your life and you will call it fate. This is something that Carl Jung told to his students, one of his quotes. So I want you here to contemplate this idea. When I tell you to meditate a bit, keep in mind that your physical body will do its best to break the silence, to make you go out of that meditation, to open your eyes, to do this, to do that. It will do its absolute best to make you break the silence. But commanding yourself to do the right thing is the right thing. This is one of the things that I got from Outsmarting Reality book. Great book, by the way. You can read it. It's now available, I guess. So you can read it. Oh my God, all of these flies, or I don't know what is that, to be honest. So what I want you to do is mastering your own decisions and sticking to it. Sticking to what you know to be true. Sticking to things like meditation. Sticking to things like maybe visualizing, or you have a certain routine, maybe going to the gym, maybe going for a walk to clear your mind. When you are doing these things, the old frequency, or the old identity, or the old version of you will become so apparent to you that it will become nonsensical for you to choose that anymore. Sometimes we speak about the idea of going back in time in our consciousness because it's all happening right now to the right brain mode, that everything is happening right now, because there is no linearity in time according to the subconscious or to the right brain hemisphere or to the intellect of the heart. So what I want you to do is just know that you can revise the past by going into it and revising it. But that in it of itself is telling your mind that there is something wrong with you. Instead, you can say, I am going to remember the past differently. I am going to experience another version of that past. You can do that pretty easily, right? You can do that by experiencing things from your childhood differently. Who is it to tell you that you can't remember things differently? Nobody. You are in control. You will get emotions, and literally emotions produce certain chemicals in the body. So you are experiencing physiological changes, not only psychological, but physiological changes, and you are changing your consciousness. And consciousness equals reality. There is only one consciousness experiencing itself in multitude of ways, in infinite amount of ways, infinite number of ways. So once you understand that, it becomes easier for you to conceptualize the idea of people telling you to see yourself doing the things that you want to do, and it will become so. How many times you thought about someone and he texted you? He texted you because you are connected in a way. How many times you thought about a certain thing? And I'm going to tell you a crazy thing. A couple of days ago, I imagined seeing in the news earthquake. In the past 2 weeks, 2 earthquakes happened. Bear in mind, this area of the world does not experience these earthquakes that much. I saw it, I completely let go, and it happened. Usually things that you are not so attached to it, or sometimes when you are imagining someone doing better and you just let go, it happens. Why? Because you're not resisting it. So I want you to apply that to the things that you want to experience in life. And sometimes it can feel like a journey. I'm just sharing the info. You can take it or leave it, guys. But I had many amazing experiences with you guys telling me amazing things. So thank you for applying. And this also is a message from me. You should apply it. You should apply it without second guessing, without overthinking. You should just apply. And when you apply, things will just shift. Let me check the mic here. Yeah, it's working. Things will just shift. You'll feel better about yourself. And when you feel better, you will not keep looking outside, because you will realize that the kingdom of heaven is within you. And when you seek the kingdom, everything just, for you, you'll feel like you're whole and complete. You will stop chasing things. Instead, you will feel like you are in a garden and the butterflies are attracted to you instead of you going to them in a way. So I hope that video helped, and I know it did. If you want to work with me, all the info is in the description. If you want the ebook, also the link in the description. And apply what you know and have fun.